everyone. Sorry about the. It's not ended. I'm back. I'm here. Oh man, this transition has been rougher than I imagined. Oh my goodness, I don't know why, but for yes, good stream, good stream. We're done. How's it going tonight, everyone? Rolsey, Hunts Morgan, R&D Fiction, Draken. How's it going tonight? Good to see everyone tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I don't know. We've been trying this changeover to 1080 to make it a little better, and apparently my computer just does not always like that. So I think that the solution is going to be me getting a new computer. So that will probably be happening before our streams next week. So I'm trying to get by. That's why there was no countdown today. Just having a little technical difficulties. But yes, that is the plan. Oh man, you don't even want to know my computer specs. I don't even know my computer specs, but I'm assuming you also do not want to know the computer specs. So hopefully, we can get this working properly. The new computer should definitely solve things. So that's a long term solution, I think, is to have a new computer. My employer should be buying me a new computer. That might be what happens, actually. Hopefully, Richard isn't here. Richard is out in the desert. Yes, I will get the chat lined up. I don't know why it's cut off on the side, but I will. I will get it fixed. The chat's cut off on the side. Yes, you are correct. And then, Jay Zoller, will you post that straw poll again? Because there we go. Post the straw poll again. We're playing Aether Revolt Limited tonight, which is going to be awesome, I think. So vote for what type of limited you want to play. Yeah, Richard is in the desert. He went to Joshua Tree or something. The chat should be moving. Still out. All right, let me see. Still having chat issues. Oh, chat. Oh, so many problems. We have a new subscriber, Out of Work 46. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. So how's our poll going? Where are we at? Right now, draft is winning. Wow, no one wants the arena style. No one. No one wants arena style draft. That's good. I was a little curious to try it out just to see what it was like, but I don't think I'll really like it. So, well, we'll give it, right now, we have 57% for draft. So, we'll give it a couple more minutes for y'all to keep your voting if you want to vote. If you haven't voted yet, there's a straw poll. Just wanted to say thank you for the work you do on YouTube videos. Started playing Magic pretty recently. I've made some of the decks you've shown in your videos. Awesome! Thank you. Well, thank you for watching. Hey, what's up, Admiral Average? I mean, it really is Arena. It's essentially Hearthstone Arena, but in Magic. So you do a draft and then you play one game matches and you go until you either win win 7, I think, or lose 3. The downside is, even at winning 7, you essentially break even. Yes, that's true, especially after you lose your first 3 rounds, Mark's Avenger. Then you get to draft again real quick. Yeah, that's true. No sideboardings to worry about. Have I got my SRAMs yet for Cheerios? I have not. I've been working on Budget Magic for next week, which is going to be super awesome. I'm so excited for next week's Budget Magic. We have a new subscriber, Valzer. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. And then we also have Evan Bulger? Elvin Bulger, how goes it tonight? Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. We got the bad Gideon kill. It finally happened. It took a while, but... Oh, sweet FCG Southpaw. Yeah, Combustible Ramp was fun. Also, coming out on Sunday is Budget Magic updates for Aether Revolt. So all the decks being updated with some new additions from the new set. So that should be pretty interesting too. There's some get some really interesting updates. Like, I've been working on the article, like Barl, Chief of Compliance in the Teamer Summoning stack seems super awesome. There's some really sweet updates. Against the odds, Barrage Tyrant throwing pain trains? What's the pain train? Creds Freak, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Do I think the SRAM deck will get banned? I think it is way super too early to say that. You never know. I've heard reports of it winning pretty quickly, like on turn 2, rather consistently. If it really sticks like that, all right, it looks like drafts are winning, so let's get at it so we can hopefully get in 2 drafts tonight. So we'll do the draft thing. So I don't think SRAM will be banned yet, but you never know. I think that the meta will adjust and the deck is probably more beatable than it looks right now. Oh man, Reckless Panharmonicon got some of the most updates out of any of the deck. I'm pretty excited about it. SRAM's deck in Modern is essentially a Pure Steel Paladin deck with every 0 mana equipment. It's like Cheerios, essentially. Every 0 mana equipment available. Play a SRAM or a Pure Steel, and you just win on turn 2 by comboing off. What's up, awesome dude? Comboing off with Grape Shot. It's pretty sweet. So we are going to do single elimination. That way, if we build a bad deck, we get to draft again. FCG Southpaw, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. So the reports I've been hearing is that the deck has gotten way more consistent with SRAM. That's what I've heard. All right, so it's draft time. What's up, Stu? Yeah, I'm not on Twitter. I closed Twitter. Time to stream. We're playing Aether Revolt Limited. So the thing about Aether Revolt Limited, if you look up the prices on cards right now, we will definitely be grabbing... maybe the prices come down since this morning, but Fatal Push, well, I guess it's down to 5 ticks now. 4.5. Savento, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Did I see on Magic Mike's that Aaron blamed me for Cheerios being popular right now, as every time she sees a weird deck become popular, it seems to be... Yes. I think that Aaron just blames me for everything. The Bad Sticky, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you, everyone. So many subs tonight. Super awesome to have all the support. That's good because we're probably going to lose some ticks here playing some draft. I think that Aaron just blames me for everything whenever a deck comes up that she doesn't like. What do we get? All right, this pack 1 of our draft. Ooh, look how big we can make the cards and still see them. Oh, man. So what are we taking out of this pack, boys and girls? What are we taking? We have some options. None of them awesome. Our rare is Consulate Crackdown. Not the very least playable in Limited. We don't really want that. I mean, I guess it could be a sideboard card, but we're definitely not picking that. Gonti's Mega Nations, pretty bad. A Restoration Specialist, sacrifice it, return an artifact and enchantment from graveyard to your hand. That's probably fine. Vengeful Rebel, interesting. Aether Herder, this cycle's fine. I do like Hinterland Drake. I've been impressed with how good Hinterland Drake has been. The Aeronaut can be okay. This is just a 2-drop. We'll take Vengeful Rebel, I guess. I have noticed that if you get Vengeful Rebel late, I've done a couple of drafts so far. If you get Vengeful Rebel late and you don't really build around the Revolt effect, it's actually kind of hard to turn on. But if we get it early, since we're getting it early, we can be like Green-Black Revolt, pick up Unbridled Growth and stuff like that. Well, this pack is super good for us. I think I'm pretty happy with this. So, we have actually a pretty interesting rare for a Revolt deck, Aether Geode Miner. 3-1 for 2, when it attacks we get 2 energy, then we can exile it and return it with the 2 energy. However, I don't think we want to take another color here, because we have 2 good black cards. Actually, Caught in the Bright Lights, it looks like a mouse getting hit by a car, a hairless mouse. I think we just take the removal spell. I don't think we want to go into white yet. Like, we don't really know. It's so early. I don't really want to go into another color, and we have just a really decent removal spell. Predicament's also good. I actually think Daring Demolition is better than Predicament in this situation. Cruel Finality is a really controversial card. This is a card that you're almost never happy to play, but it kinda gets the job done to some extent. The thing with Perilous Predicament that I don't like is there's a lot of artifact tokens running around. I had it in one of my drafts I did yesterday, and it's actually harder than you think to, or harder than it looks to get a good artifact with it. Send and Play MTG, love the content, Seth. Welcome to the Fishbowl, 2 months in a row. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. So is there even anything to talk about here? Do we just take, I think we just take it. I mean, yeah, this is actually probably the worst expertise for Limited because it's just a threaten and it's hard to get value out of it. Oh, the main deck is really small. I can make that bigger. We'll just stay with the black card plan for now. Boom, main deck, massive. So, let's see. If we're staying in black, we have Aether Poisoner, a 1/1 Death Touch for 2. That's probably a reasonable 2-drop, actually. Yes, bombs, removal, card draw, other stuff. That's kind of the rule. Yeah, I think we're off to a decent start. So if we're going to stray outside black, what is there to entice us? I do like Hinterland Drake. I said that before, but I think Hinterland Drake is actually a really good card, but I don't think it's good enough to get me to go into another color. Like, I would be super happy if we could just stay in black all the way through this first pack, because then if we open a bomb in any color in pack 2, we can just jump into it. So there is definitely rewards, and it's pretty easy to do in this format because there's so many artifacts. So there's definitely some rewards for staying in a single color if at all possible. So what do we get? Oh man, we might have to stray. So the only black card in the pack is Fourth Bridge Prowler, which is so-so at best. Definitely not exciting. Yeah. In other colors, I think the best card in the pack is Outland Boar. Just a 4/4 with upside. Crusher, 3 is a lot. Herder's fine. Prowler is okay. Alright. Alright, let's just keep cutting black. We could just cut black hard enough, and we have been so far, that Oh, man. Oh. Oh. So, one of the decks I built... one of the decks I built yesterday had Tezzeret's Touch in it, and it was pretty good. I was pretty impressed with Tezzeret's Touch. Was able to do, like... just like play a Prophetic Prism on turn 2 and then Tezzeret's Touch on turn 3, and it was really hard to lose those games. Otherwise, Sly Requisitioner, what's the feelings on that? Implement? I don't think we want Implement. Implement doesn't seem great here. I'm going to take Tezzeret's Touch. We might not play it, but I think it's the highest upside card there. I don't really like the black Implement, but... Oy. Well, we can take Siege Modification and go... we can take Siege Modification and try to get that 1-drop vehicle and just go, like, combo. That would be a possibility. Otherwise, we could take a white Implement. I don't know what to take here. This pack is not very good for us at all. This is bad. This is pretty bad. I gotta take something. Oh, I can't imagine this being good. I'm gonna take the Eagle. Hopefully we will not end up playing it, but we'll take it. Okay. Well, this pack's very slightly better. Yeah, we took the Dawn Feather Eagle. It's probably the best card in the pack, so we might as well just take it. We could end up black-white. It's not impossible. So in this pack, black cards, we get Resourceful Return, which is okay. Renegade Getaway, probably fine. Inspector, and could take the bad Implement. I think we might just take Return here. I still want to stick to black as much as possible. Well, now it's starting to look like white is just open, so maybe we'll just end up black-white. Not play this Tezzeret's Touch, because we have the Eagle. Let's sort this by converted mana cost. There's a lot of decent white cards in this pack. Like, Bastion Enforcer isn't great, but it's fine. This thing, it's fine. But I think we just take the flyer, the 2/2 flyer. Our rare was really bad. We ended up taking Vengeful Rebel out of our first pack. Oh, Consulate Crackdown was our rare. Deals 3 damage, divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 attacking or blocking creatures. Natural Obsolescence is decent. What's up, McCaver? How goes it tonight? We'll take this Dismissal thing, I guess. Could get a 2-for-1 out of it. Well, ooh, Foil Land. That's probably worth something. We could rare draft it. Probably not worth enough to make it worth it. I guess we can take this thing if we're going to be... If we might be white-black. It's not great. Return another creature you control to its owner's hand. 5 mana is so expensive. Oh, man. That's so much to activate. Makes me... It's like the worst Eldrazi Displacer of all time. Alright, we'll take another one of those. Man. I bet there is a deck out there. I bet if you just drafted Consulate Turrets and, like, control stuff and had, like, 6 of these in your deck, you could probably make it work. Now I want to try that. Maybe that's the troll deck we'll try at some point. Just take every Consulate Turret available and oh, Moto, I hate you. Oh. So I did 2 drafts yesterday. I mentioned that. I opened 1 semi-good card in the 2 drafts, and it was a Mythic, and it was Planner Bridge. Oh, the only Mythic I could open in Aether Revolt is apparently Planner Bridge. Yeah, I think Solvent's fine. I like it better if I can use it for Improvise in the early game. But this is like almost the same uncommon run as our last pack. Probably just going to take another Vengeful Rebel here. I think... That's true. We did open really well in Kaladesh when we did this. You can't really play Planner Bridge. It's way too expensive. It sounds cool. It's sweet in Commander, but I think we just got to take another Vengeful Rebel. Now we get a whole lot of nothing. Revolt, when it enters the battlefield, if a permanent left the battlefield, get a 1/1 servo. Oh, this is probably fine. I mean, it's not exciting, but we probably need to get some Revolt stuff anyway, since we have like multiple Revolt cards. We got Conviction, but more Revolt stuff. So I think this is probably the pick. Countless Gear Renegades. What else is there? This thing is sweet, but super late game. Servo schematic, you really need to have some improvised synergies, I think, to make it good. I wouldn't mind a Renegade Gateway, but we can probably get it on the wheel. Chandra's Revolution is actually pretty good removal. Well, thank you, Cold Czars. I do laugh a lot, that is true. Druid of the Cowl is very good as well, but what do I think of Planner Bridge in Modern Tron? Not really excited about it. I mean, I think it would be fine. It's just so expensive. I don't know if Tron wants something that takes 2 turns to activate when they could just play another threat in that slot. Alien Invasion. Creature gets +2/+1. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand. So, funny story. The SRAM deck we were talking about earlier, the one other Aether Revolt card it was playing was Alien Invasion in the sideboard to protect its SRAMs, bounce it back to the hand. I think it can support 2 colors. You really want to be green, or you definitely support 2 colors. You really want to be green if you're going 3 color. Aethertide Whale is pretty big and pretty hard to beat. Is it worth dumping a color, though? We're not going to take it. We're just going to take Daring Demolition. Ooh, Whir of Invention. I love Whir of Invention. This is one of my favorite cards. I'm going to play this in constructed decks so much. We have a new subscriber, Delrodis. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, so we took Daring Demolition there, if you missed it. The whale is sweet, but I think we're mostly locked into white-black now, and we don't really want to go in another color at this point. When it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter, if something left the battlefield, we're really going to have to pick up Revolt cards if that's our plan. Or we can just take this thing. Yeah, let's just take the 3-drop. I think that's safest. What do we get here? We don't really have... Our power level is only okay. It's not super great. Merchant's Dockhand is super good in the artifact decks. Gremlin Infestation, pretty janky. I don't think we can really play it. Prey Upon is good, not for us. Are we really just going to have to take another... Alright, so what black card do we pick? Are you having problems with 1080? Master Wolf? Can't get past the account creation. Yeah, I guess that's true. You sold me. Jeez. Well, I mean, we're taking Daring Demolition. I don't know why, read Filigree Crawler? Oh, it's too late. What's Filigree Crawler say? Oh, is that the Menace card? No, not Menace. If you're having problems, the good news is we are partnered. So if 1080 is too much for your internet, if you go down to the bottom where the volume and stuff is, you can probably turn things down the settings a bit to make it work with your internet. I know I have lived with crappy internet for quite a while. 2/3 Vigilance, enters battlefield, get 2 energy. When it attacks, pay 2 energy, get a servo. That does not seem good. Defiant Savager, take an artifact or creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Oh, this is another Revolt enabler. That's probably got to be what we take here. We can sack like the 4th Bridge Prowlers and enable Revolt. And then I guess we can even take this Implement of Malice. It does cycle. It's not good, but it cycles and triggers Revolt. So that's probably what we should do here, right? I mean, otherwise, it's Foundry Assembler. We don't really have enough artifacts. I really like the artifact deck. If we scrub out of this one, I will try. I really want to be the artifact deck because I think that deck is really fun. Sprankles 10, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. It might actually be this ally invasion. That might be the correct pick. It seems so weird, but it's kind of like a bad pump spell and a revolt enabler. What's up, Mrs. Mulligan? Oh yeah, everyone. So I forgot. We started the stream with technical difficulties, and I forgot about it. So next Thursday, we are moving up the stream to, let's see, Central Time till I think noon. It will be Eastern Time because Mrs. Mulligan is going to join me, and we are going to battle. I'm going to just take Ravenous Intruder because I lose to that card. And we are going to battle some Frontier. We are going to do a special Frontier stream. Mrs. Mulligan is going to build, wow, Prey Upon with 3 cards left. What is happening? Why are they not taking that? So Mrs. Mulligan is going to build a few decks, I think 3 decks. I'm going to build 3 decks. She's going to stream on her end. I'm going to stream on my end, and we're going to check out this Frontier format. So special Frontier stream next Thursday afternoon. So make sure to tune in for that. I'm excited for it because I haven't played a single game of Frontier yet. I've written about it, I've thought about it, but I'm really excited to actually try it because I want to do a little Frontier brewing. So it should be super fun. Yes, there will be replays and videos and that stuff after the fact too. So if you can't catch it, I know it's a weird time during the day, not our normal time. Filthy Casuals for life. Maybe, hopefully 2. Usually with the leagues, I think we can get into. How much is Blooming Marsh worth? I can always justify it by saying we might splash green. Only 1.61 ticks. Alright, so forget that. What are we taking? Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, get a +1/+1 counter. Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot would be fine, but I don't really want to first pick it. It does trigger Revolt. Filigree Familiar solid. We do have a lot of 3-drops though. This thing is fine too, probably. I'm gonna take the 2-drop, I think. Oh man, can we live the dream? We're nowhere near being able to do it, but oh, it seems so sweet. There's the Aether Flux Reservoir. Oh, can we do it? Oh, so we play Aether Flux Reservoir. Then how do we get to 50 life? Do we have any lifelink? Of course it's a trap, but it's a sweet trap. I actually don't think we can play it. It'll probably come back around. Target creature gets -1/-1, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That seems like a fine combat trick. Can actually get a 2-for-1 out of it. 3/1 flyer. Probably just gonna take Subtle Strike, I think. Yeah, let's take Subtle Strike. Ooh! Well, we got a rare, boys and girls. We got there. There's another Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot that I hope comes back around, but we are Aetherborn Tribal, sort of. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. I mean, it's probably horrible, but we gotta take it. We're black. We can cast it. Aetherborn Tribal. We have some other Aetherborn. We did not get the Aetherborn Lord, unfortunately. But yeah, it's Gonti time. Hopefully, yeah, this pack is really good. This Bruiser's fine. Die Young is probably fine. Menacey Malphus squad. The Puzzle Knot would be good, but we're taking Gonti. No question about it. Man, this is the janky rare draft. Everyone is passing their janky rares. Well, we probably just take Fairgrounds Warden. I'm kind of surprised people haven't taken that yet. I kind of like Aviary Mechanic too, but I think Fairgrounds Warden has got to be the right card. And a jeez, people are just passing all their rares. We've seen every single rare in this pack. We might take, do we have anything that works? 1, 2, 3. Ether-born dwarves? It could work. I don't think we have a good way to splash it, though. What are we taking, though? This big flyer? We don't have much on the top end. I guess we can take Sky Swirl. Yeah, that's probably the correct thing to do. We'll take old Sky Squirrel. I didn't just say squirrel. You heard me wrong. If that's what you thought I said, I didn't say Sky Squirrel. The Harshest of Scrutinies could be a good sideboard card. Well, there's a big finisher, I guess. Rush of Vitality. Creature gets +1/+0, gains life and ooh, that actually seems pretty good. Are we not sorted by converted mana cost? Oh, not quite. Still hoping that those puzzle knots come back. When it enters the battlefield, may put an artifact or creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Oh, you can just take another 9th Bridge Patrol. Kind of synergizes well with Revolt. Ooh, Servo Exhibition's not bad. It's either that or the Camel, I guess. This thing seems pretty bad. Thriving Rats. We don't really have energy. We'll take Servo Exhibition. Acrobatic Maneuver has some synergy in our deck. Lawless Broker. I don't think we just need another random 3-drop. We already have all these Bastion Enforcers that are essentially the same. Might lose to this card, but that's all right. We'll take the Maneuver. Can do some tricky things with. It came back. Oh, it came back. All right, we're taking it. We could run into an aggro matchup. We're not gonna main deck it, but I'm taking Aetherflux Reservoir. We could run into a matchup where this is exactly what we want. Just gain a little bit of life, gain 1 life per turn. I'd probably take this Aviary Mechanic here, too. Seems good. Wow, we're going to have to trim a lot of cards from this deck. Rare Draft. Well, I guess this is an upgrade over the Enforcer, so we can take it. And I got that big thing. Yeah, we got to cut a ton of cards. Well, I mean, if we run into the aggro mirror, Sage of Saheeli's Claim, and Mountain. Alright, boys and girls. This is Freak Fandango Orchestra. The song name is The Hug by Freak Fandango Orchestra. Alright, so we gotta make some cuts. We gotta make a bunch of cuts. Take out all the 3/2s for 3. That's probably a lot. 3/2 for 3, 3/2 for 3. That's a flyer, so that stays. That's probably fine. 2/2 for 3. Does that get to say? That's pretty bad. Well, alright. That trims down the 3-drop slot. What about 2-drops? Oh, Conviction is not very good, but we might just need it to trigger Revolt. You probably get rid of one of the implements. How do we trigger Revolt? These technically trigger Revolt. This can trigger Revolt if we have a creature. We probably don't really want that. We have some good removal. Blinking Gonti seems sweet. Mechanic can trigger Revolt. That triggers Revolt. That has Revolt. 9th Bridge Brigade. Alright. So we have to cut 5 more cards. So what should we be cutting? All those other drafts where black was immediately cut. I don't think that was me. I think you're thinking of someone else. I think we gotta keep 1 implement. 16 lands? That seems risky. The background music is Freak Fandango Orchestra. Alright, we can go down a ninth bridge patrol. I guess we can go down 2 ninth bridge patrols. That puts us to 26. We need our Eagles to finish the game, and Harriers. We need our removal. We're not cutting Gonti. Vengeful Rebel seems absurd if we can actually trigger it. Our Flyers, Fairground Warden. Oh, we should probably cut Acrobatic Maneuver. Hey, what's up, Quantum Quasar? This is just so much fun. We can go down 1/4 bridge patrol. We do need ways to make sure we can get... We want to make sure we can get Revolt for our Vengeful Rebel, and it does help with that. Maybe we can go down 2. How do we trigger Revolt? 1, 2... Regsnick, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Well, I think we gotta play Conviction because of... for triggering Revolt is the thing. We actually care about triggering Revolt in this deck. That's kind of important. This triggers Revolt... Well, maybe this is enough. Those are some things. R&D Function! Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. 16 lands, really? 16 lands sounds so ridiculously sketchy. Are you really doing that? Did I say 4th bridge? I'm like 5 bridges short. Alright. I don't know if we can really do 16 lands. We gotta do 17. I mean, we got 5 if for me to do 16 lands, I want to be like topping off at maybe 3 mana, maybe 1 or 2 4-drops. I don't think we have enough. I think we have to cut 1 more card is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what that card is yet. Probably a combat trick, maybe Rush of Vitality. Let's go down Rush of Vitality for now. Let's try it like this. Add lands, 9 and 8, that sounds fine. Save it. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's play a game. Actually, should probably export this. Is that not working? Alright. Now we'll play, and I will try to see if I can make up the overlay. Alright, this deck doesn't look bad. I haven't tried black-white. This will be my first draft of black-white. But it seems like it could potentially, possibly, maybe work. Oh yeah, I forgot to, I forgot to do the reminders. If you are looking for old streams, make sure to check out the MTG Goldfish replay YouTube. Meanwhile, we have a real YouTube as well, where you can find things like today's Bad Gideon Fog against the odds. And, of course, if you're looking for another way to support the site, check out the merch page where we got tons of sweet stuff. Yeah, this is okay. Little awkward. All of our tricks and none of our action, but implement cycles. This kind of holds down the ground for the... for the time being. Alright, there's a flyer. So, Swamp Goo. Hey, it actually has our song somehow. Oh, okay. Is it over too far? Oh man, the chat is way too big. Sorry, chat. You have to be smaller. There we go. What's up, Shady Shrek? How goes it tonight? Alright, let's see if I can actually get this overlay working. Ooh, Carrie Zev, eh? Huh. Well, I guess we can play our Aether Poisoner. Get some poison. Pass the turn. No crashing yet. Did I get those Commander Alter samples for the Commander Clash crew? You should probably email them to me. Oh man, really, Moto? No art for Ragavan already? So we take 3. If you email them to me, I'll definitely be able to get them to everyone. Alright, play the Plains. Play Osprey. And pass, you know. We might want to double block Carrie Zev, actually. And at least get it off the battlefield. You can email it to me at saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. What deck in Standard would be my #1 option? So, just like, if the goal is to win, I think the best deck in Standard is probably... Oh, this has First Strike too? What is up with that card? First Strike and Menace? Why did she have First Strike? That doesn't even make sense to me. Out of all the things for that card to have, well, let's Gonti. When it enters a battlefield, get energy equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. Target creature blocks this turn if able. Ooh. This seems like it could get him. That's probably better than the random creature. Yeah, let's take High Spire Infusion. And pass the turn. Yes, that was pretty bad. I definitely should not have blocked there. That ended up being somewhat disastrous. Opponent gonna go attacking. Man, I'm gonna get blown out. I don't. Can we not block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down to 9. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it for now. Next turn, we can do some good things with Subtle Strike. Get a 2-for-1 maybe. Leave up our combat trick we stole. We are down to 9, though. Our opponents, are they splashing Carrie Zev? That is ambitious. I do not think it's so good that you want to be splashing it. Okay. Well, we'll discard our Implement of Malice. And a Mana Dork. Well, play a Swamp. And let's just pass the turn. This should be a good turn for us. What do I think about Possibility Storm having Rule of Law? Yeah, that could work. First Strike and Menace is pretty good. Barrel Bear, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops tier for our new subscriber. Sure. I guess. What is our opponent trying to do? Piece together... Do they have 2 of those? Oh, the -1/-1 thing? We can always acrobatic maneuver. So opponent goes attacking with everything. Gets the monkey. So let's block and block. See how our opponent sets the blockers. That way. Okay. Then 1, 2. Subtle strike. Kill that. Put a +1/+1 counter on our bird. What else does our opponent have? Just caught the bad Gideon deck. Against Odds has become my favorite show. Well, awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And then maneuver Arganti. Combo! Ganti comes back in. What do we get now? Fortuitous Find. Return an artifact from your hand. Return a creature. Oh, that seems pretty good. That's probably better than any of this other stuff. We get back Implement to draw a card and Poisoner. Yeah, we'll take that. We have a new subscriber, Deluded Raven. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Yeah, we could have put the counter on the Ganti, but I wanted to blink the Ganti, so I think it's better to do it this way. Oh man, we can just keep getting Ganti triggers forever. Yeah, so let's Fortuitous Find. Do both. Get back Implement and Poisoner. Play a Plains. Play Poisoner. Get some energy. And get in with our bird. Well, unless our opponent has some burn spells, I think we got it. Off topic, do I think Mono Red Burn is any good in Modern? Yeah, it's fine. Alright, Puzzle Knot, sure. Alright, we'll let that die. Opponent's playing a lot of Puzzle Knots. Is there a way I can suggest against the odds to me? I'd love to see what you can do with all birds in Modern. Well, Deluded Raven! Did I get that one? If I did not, I'm very sorry. Welcome to the Fishbowl. And you can send me an email. saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com is the best way to go about that. Alright, so our opponent's going to go Hasty. So we're going to be dropping to 3. But we're going to get our opponent empty-handed. Goes attacking. So let's block with Ganti. And then Alien Invasion. Pump up Ganti. Ganti's been doing some serious work this game. Kill that thing. There's our Eagle. Well, I want to get our opponent empty-handed. And this triggers Revolt. So let's make our opponent discard. Draw a card. They discard. Ooh, Perilous Predicament. Glad we got rid of that. Play the Renegade. Get a token. Play a Swamp. And now we can go Beatdowns? Yeah, let's go Beatdowns. We just want to close out the game now before our opponent draws anything. Think we're good. Should I put a couple Fatal Pushes in the main deck of Modern Grixis Control, or are 3 Terminates enough? Yes, I would put some in the main deck if you can, if you got the room. You sent me an email about your idea in December? You should probably resend it, because there's a chance that I somehow lost it in the shuffle of emails. Bona goes attacking. We block and block. So this pumps everything. How much damage is this? 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Alright, we'll let it go. That's fine. They're probably going to activate their puzzle knot, though. Do I think if they ban prized amalgam in modern, Dredge would die? Yes, I do think so. Show me how to make... show me how to make Indomitable Creativity good. That is a challenging one. Well, let's play our Eagle. Pump everything up. Get in the big hit. And I feel like we're in pretty good shape now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does this just win us the game? 6, 9, 13? Alright. Well, unless there's slow rolling or removals. Huh? Can I do this of any color? Okay, I can. White will be green. Sweet! Gonti kill! We got the Gonti kill! Yes! Should have blocked! Gonti will get ya. Alright, let me try this again. I exported this improperly, so... why I'm trying to export this so we actually have an overlay. Is this not gonna work? Oh, really? Oh, maybe we're just not gonna have an overlay this game because I took it in the wrong format. What's up, FD Territory? How goes it? How busted is Green-Black Counters is Walking Ballista going to be in many decks? It seems pretty strong, although I still think it's like a week 1 deck. It's pretty obvious. Like, oh, this is kind of what you want to be doing. Just a bunch of good cards together. So I think that it's partly because it just makes sense for week 1 in a format. But I do think that it's actually really solid. Winding Constrictor is super good. Alright, next time. We're just going to crush our opponent real quick anyway. Oh, we got our Conviction. That's exactly what we want with this Vengeful Rebel for the 2-for-1. Swamp Go. And we got our Gonti, our one good card. Yeah, the Snake is pretty solid. Opponent has one of their best cards. Some Ramp. Play a Plains, pass a turn. We could Conviction their Druid to get a trigger. Seems like a bad plan. Maybe next turn. Opponent gets in. That would be sneaky. Is that worth it? The Pillar Bug. Now we might actually do that. It's either that or play the Flyer. That's got to be wrong, right? Is there any way that's actually the smartest thing to do? Put Conviction on here. Next turn we pick up Conviction and play Vengeful Rebel to kill something. And let's just play the Bird. I'm probably overthinking this a bit. Against odds above the curve vanilla creatures. Ooh, that does sound like a fun one. Do I think green-white mid-range could be a thing with Angel Sisters? Yeah, that could work. Opponent attacks with both. And let's just take it for now. We saw they have the Puzzle Knot, so there's no reason to get blown out by it here. A Leopard. Man, everything has 3 toughness, which makes Cruel Finality super bad. Alright, opponent. See if you could beat our Conviction. Maybe you should have just played Gonti there. I did do an Isumaru. Oh, dear. I did do an Isumaru Commander deck. Well, that's a blowout. At least we got Gonti for next turn. I guess I should have played Gonti this turn. Opponent's going to use their 1 energy, I assume. Yup, so we take 6. Our curve is bad. Our curve is real bad. Play a Swamp. Play Gonti. See what we find. Wow. All of our opponent's good cards. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Salivating Gremlins. Fabricate. Gains haste. Next turn, 1/2, 1. Nothing triggers Fabricate. Well, let's just take Tusker. That's fine. And pass the turn. Hope we keep living for a minute or two. Yeah, Tusker seems really solid. Against the odds, Tier 1 Standard in Vintage. Yikes. That is really against the odds. Alright, there's a big attack. What tricks does our opponent have? Let's block this thing. Opponent's got all their good cards this game. See, this is why Cruel Finality is so controversial. It's so questionable in terms of how good it actually is. We've just been getting blown out left and right. 1, 2. All right, well, we can do this. Implement of Malice. Play it. Sack it. Make our opponent discard. Get the Maneuver, which could be good in the future. Actually, that's a pretty good combo with Vengeful Rebel. Play Rebel. Kill that thing. Hopefully our opponent is about out of tricks, or else we're going to be dead. Yeah, it does kind of seem like a budget Gearhulk. It does seem very powerful. We're just not in the best position to abuse it, because we're kind of behind on board. We really want this Rebel to live. What's up, Shibu? How goes it? Bloom Bees, Blasphemous Act, and Hornet's Nest. That sounds pretty sweet. Alright, we're going to risk it and take the hit. If they have a pump spell, then good game, well played. Looks like they do. Yep. Well, that was kind of a comedy of errors. Just everything we did went wrong there. Jeez. I don't know about this exporting thing. Alright, well, we're just going to finish off this round without an overlay. Oh, we had 41 cards? Oh, this fourth bridge Prowler. I really think our deck is just better than our opponent's deck, generally speaking. I'm getting rid of Cruel Finality. That was so frustrating. Yeah, it's Aether Revolt release time on Magic Online, so good time to play some Limited. We don't do it very often, but during release periods, it's nice. Have I ever dabbled in Yu-Gi-Oh? I have never played a single game of Yu-Gi-Oh in my entire life. Yeah, there's a million decks in Freeform. It's just, I don't know if it's worth the effort. I'll just wait. By the time I get done actually making an overlay, if we lose this round, then we lose the deck anyway. What's up, Manosaurs? Wedge! Let's give a big scoops cheer for Wedge from the Manosaurs. Good to see ya. Alright, this hand, if we draw lands, it's pretty sweet. And I guess we got 2 drops anyway. Finally drew a Daring Demolition. We have not seen one of those, and we have, what, 3 in our deck? Swamp Goo. Forest for our opponent. Well, Plains, and let's Poisoner. Ship the turn. Hopefully get a Servo out of the deal. Opponent passes. Ooh, and we get a land? Man, everything is coming up Saffron. Let's pay our energy, get a Servo. Is it worth it to use this maneuver? Yeah, let's just pass. Not do anything tricky. We did not open anything good. Well, we got a Gonti. Not worth anything, but it's been good in our game. Opponent assembled Tron. I'm tempted to just blink. Forget it. Get in with both. And pass the turn. Another land for our opponent. And there's the Molfish squad. Makes a servo. I'll play the swamp, swing with both. We're fine with this dying because it's going to trigger Revolt for our Vengeful Rebel. And kill that thing. This card's so good if you have Revolt. Do I ever think a Pauper against the odds will happen? Maybe? Pauper's not really that popular, but it might be like a one-time thing if we have a really good idea for one. Alright, there's the Aether Seer. Let's just Fairgrounds Warden. Get rid of that thing. Swing with both. Feels like we're just going to tempo our opponent out of the game on this one. What do I think about Spawnsire of Ulamog? That's a good one for the poll. Why not play Countless Renegades 2 turns ago? Did I have a window to do it and not? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Let's... This is such a sweet combo. Blink the Rebel, comes back in, kills our opponent's card, draws us a card. Oh, it's so good. I want a deck that's just all acrobatic maneuvers and Vengeful Rebels, because it feels so sweet to shoot down our opponent's stuff. Ooh, Marionette Master, eh? Is that so? Alright, let's get in with our Rebel. See what our opponent does. Blocks. Well, now I guess we gotta save it with our invasion. And then we will just play a... Yeah, let's play the Flyer. Pass the turn. Why is Sarkin the Dragon Speaker never played? It's just not quite as good as some of the other options. If I could have the Planeswalker, the powers of any one Planeswalker, I mean, it's gotta be Jason Mind Sculptor, I think. I don't even know if there's really a question there. Yeah, let's just play our Eagle. Keep the beatdowns going. Our opponent's actually pretty close to being dead now. Opponent blocks. Gives it lifelink. And what, pumps it? Sure. Alright, opponent gains some life, that's fine. We don't really mind that exchange. I feel like we're pretty far ahead at the moment, because they can't really deal with our flyers. Ooh, Ashiok is a good choice. Ooh, Nicole Bolas is also good. Karn would be sweet. I would like Karn's powers. Restarting the game. Yep. Venser's power. Venser is my favorite Planeswalker, so I definitely wouldn't mind having Venser's power. Against odds, Infect Boggles. That's an interesting mix. Opponent's in the tank. Thinking. I think the conviction's a necessary evil. I do, really. Opponent goes attacking. Yeah, let's just take it. I don't really want to lose our flyer to this. Yes, you get lifelink. Sure, we get it. Yeah, white-black could be good and constructed as well. I think it's possible. Against the odd Sundial of the Infinite. We've never done that somehow. That's so weird. That seems like the thing that we would have done. Alright, kills our Fairgrounds Warden. Gets some energy. We draw a Swamp. What? How much? They're up to 16? Only 2 cards in hand, though. Well, let's Daring Demolition. I guess the lifelink thing is most annoying. Conviction a bird. Get in for 6 in the air. I think we can still win this race. Do I think Metallic Mimic will be played in Elves in Modern? Probably not. They already have so many good lords. I don't see the appeal in Elves. I think there could be Modern decks, tribal decks that want it. I'm mostly excited for Mimic in tribes that don't have a lot of lords. Like, making those tribes playable. That's where I'm most excited. I think if you already have a ton of lords, it's slightly less exciting. Opponent's going big attack. Yup. Well, we'll trade servos. Drop to 10. Opponent passes. Ooh, we get another removal spell. Well, let's get in with both. Put our opponent to 4. Pick up our conviction. Play Renegade. Get the servo. And play Defiant Salvage. And pass the turn. What do I think about Mimic and Mardu humans? That could work. I could see that in Standard, most likely. I think that could be good. Mimic and Hardened Scales. That's pretty spicy. Sundial Venser O-Ring. Just the most annoying, complicated way most people don't know if you're actually playing the same game. That sounds fun. What's our opponent doing over here? Are we gonna just win this match? Is that what's happening? What's up, Dice Stormly? How goes it tonight? There's the Pillar Bug. Opponent. Do they really have a way to get out of this? We have another big flyer. 1, 2. How do we do this? I mean, I guess we can just attack with our flyers and see what happens. They gotta have removal or the game's over. And... oh, alright! Sweet! We got there! That worked. That worked exactly the way we hoped. Alright, let's try this. Now I can export it. I see. Plain text. There we go. So now we might actually have an overlay. So we're up to 1-0. Cruised through our first round, which is pretty sweet. It's what we were hoping for. Working on the overlay. Might actually have a nice looking stream for a change. Can't see the chat at the moment, so if you're asking me questions, I'm not ignoring you. Not at all. Just trying to make this overlay. Oh no. I missed a match. We have a new subscriber. Hey, thank you, Schneely. Loves the stream. Well, I love you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Huge scoops cheer for our new subscriber. I expect that, Jay Zoller. I imagine you're saying all kinds of horrible things behind my back. Like, hey, he punched so much. I'm like, yep, that's probably true. Alright, let's see if this worked. Overlay. Did I get it? No. Oh man. This is the one thing I don't like about doing limited is the overlay is so much more of a hassle. Because usually I have all this done ahead of time. We have a new subscriber, Damasta. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Alright, did it work? Move this up to the top. Hey, it's an overlay. Sweet. All right, let's get to this match. Enough of this downtime for making overlays. Secretly plays Infect under a secret name. That's definitely not true. I am far from an Infect player. If Wizards was obligated to bring back Dredge or Storm, which would I prefer? I would have more fun with Storm. I enjoy Storm more than I enjoy Dredge. I know other people feel differently, but personally, I would have a lot more fun with Storm. Speaking of Storm, hey, thank you, Franz Demaster. Thank you for your subscription. Again, definitely appreciate it. Oh man, this Budget Magic is going to be so good. Favorite Lord of the Realm 2 unit, Pikemen all the way. Pikemen are pretty sweet. Lord of the Realms, how do you know I even have Lord of the Realms? Did that just pop up while I was doing it? You can see all, with this new setup and switching computers, you can see all my secrets. Lord of the Realms, Worms Armageddon, ZNES modulator. So, you will never guess the game that I spent the most time trying to beat on my vacation. You will never in a million years guess it. Impossible. I will even give you a hint. It is a game for NES, the original Nintendo. This game, it was my obsession over vacation. It sounds so horrible, but Lords of the Realms was amazing. You will never guess it. Play a land. I guess we can't do anything, so pass the turn. Punch Out, Battletoads, Ghosts and Goblins, the Bugs Bunny one, lots of Battletoads, Contra, Mega Man. So I've played most of those games. Solomon's Key, I've never played that. I've heard of it. Tecmo Super Bowl is one of my favorites. I haven't seen Bubble Bobble is a good one. I also played some Bomberman. Bomberman's a good one. Nope. River City Ransom. Yeah, no, I was playing it on an emulator. No one's guessing it. I knew it. I knew no one would guess it. I called it. It's looking like I may be correct. No one can guess it. Let's just... I think we just play the Rebel, and then we can blink the Rebel next turn. No one has guessed it. Bubble Bobble, Mega Man 2. Alright, I will tell you. Those are all great guesses. Oh, it's way worse than any of that. Okay, another hint. There are only 5 levels in the game, and I still couldn't beat it. I could not beat the last level of this game. Ooh, Montezuma's Revenge. What do I think about Mimic and Blue-White Control Shell with some spirits in Modern? Eh. I mean, it could be okay. Let's do this right now. So we draw a card, hopefully a land. Not a land, another 5-drop. Kill that thing. And pass the turn. Alright, I will tell you, it was, and I don't think anyone's guessed it, it was Marble Madness. Marble Madness. Oh, I cannot beat the last level on Marble Madness. As embarrassing as that sounds. Oh, that's the one. You all named good games. No, I was obsessed with a bad game. It actually is pretty addicting, especially when you can't beat it. And oh my goodness, you have to go back to the whole beginning of the game every time, and you have to play through the first 2 levels or even 3 levels once you play it a bit are so easy that you just have to keep your mind focused and play through it, because you get all the way to the last level and then you lose, and you have to play through all the meaningless levels all over again, which makes everything way more difficult. Let's start getting our flyers out there. Yeah, so that was fun. It's like the original Super Monkey Balls almost. You could have gone to the Caribbean cruise for the week. Instead, you sat in upstate New York in January and played Marble Madness. Well, that wasn't my whole vacation, but out of the games I played on vacation, that was the one I played the most. And a combat, what is this? If it has 2 or more velocity counters on it, sack it and draw 2 cards. This feels bad, but I think we gotta make this trade. Draw land. Demolish the boar. Get in with our 3-2. What do I think about putting 4 Domri Raid and 4 Arlen Cord in a modern deck? It could be... Well, that's probably a bad idea. 1 kill, 1 shot. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Opponent's gonna get in, sack their thing. Yep. That card's interesting. It's like a slow divination that dealt us 8 damage. Kind of annoying. Well, let's play Conviction. Play our Osprey. Pass the turn. Does anyone know if Gurupur is a nod to Gurupur Elephant Island in India? Most likely, because Kaladesh is kind of based on some Indian mythology and stuff. Hey, see ya, Chess Pie 64. Have a good night. Yes, if you want to catch the rest of the stream, or any of the streams, make sure to check out the MTG Goldfish Replay YouTube channel. Hunt the Week. Alright. A bit annoying. Well, he got a block. Oh no. Alright. Down to 3, which is a pretty low life total. Wolfmiz 187. Welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Alright, let's get in for 4. And then bounce the Conviction. Conviction is doing its work here. Vengeful Rebel. Get rid of that thing. Pass the turn. Oh, thank you, Lead Stab. Yeah, 2 Felidar Guardians. That is actually the topic of our Brewers Minute this coming week. Or tomorrow. is about some other non-Saheeli combos with Philidare Guardian. 50 Shades of Is It? Oh boy. What's our opponent have? 3 life is not a very stable life total. But our opponent's only at 10 and we're ahead on board. I find AER Limited much better balanced than KLD Limited. Yeah, I didn't play a ton of KLD Limited, but that could very well be true. Opponent plays... Oh, wow. Alright. Well, you gotta get rid of that thing, I think. We draw planes. Play the planes. 1, 2, 3. Play Fairgrounds Warden. Get rid of this Gearsmith. Do some attacking. Ooh, opponent's gonna block? And block. Alright, so no damage. Then we play the Salvager, pass the turn. We might be getting there. Opponent's only got 3 cards in hand. Yeah, it can block 2, but it doesn't have enough damage to kill both of them, so I think that was still a fine attack. Had a horrible job interview today. Oh, I missed the rest of the comment. Had a horrible job interview today. I'm really glad you had to stream tonight. Such a nice way to end the day. Well, your Uncle Sam, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully the next one goes better. Go out and get him. Frontline Rebel. Sure. I'm feeling somewhat stable with where we are now. Could all change if they can kill Fairgrounds Warden or something. But we're kind of the one pressuring. What's the best place for me to sell a Masterpiece Mox Opal? On Magic Online or in the paper world? Let's Conviction the Salvager. Do some attacking. Really want to close out this game, if at all possible. In paper, I would look at, like, Card Kingdom. If you look up on Goldfish, you can see the buy list prices from some things. So, the easiest way to do it is just sell it to a vendor's buy list. So, I would look towards that. But Card Kingdom is one I've used a lot, is very good. ABU Games, Channel Fireball, Star City, all those places are very reputable and will definitely pay you and so forth. Alright, kills our Fairgrounds Warden. Well, we're dead to an artifact. Or a pump spell. Or a burn spell. Dead to many, many things. Would I add Fatal Push to the Rakdos budget list? Probably not. Because we don't have fetch lands. I really think you need some number of fetch lands for it to be good. Come on, no artifact, no burn spell, no pump spell. Just a normal creature is fine. If our opponent has an artifact, then they attack with both. Well, no, that doesn't work. Alright, artifact does not kill us. Pump spell, burn spell, those kill us. Haste creature kills us. We might have this. I've been playing the Flying Men deck the other day, pretty fun and competitive. Added Fire Spell and Muldrifter to the main, felt pretty good. I'm all on board with Muldrifter. Any chance I have to cast a Muldrifter. We're even dead to Shock because our opponent has these 2 creatures, so... I think we might be living at 1 life. Yeah, ABU is very good. As far as online buying and selling. They're one of the better buy lists. Yeah, we are dead to gut shot. Yes! Opponent scoops it up! Sweet! Oh, I forgot to update the record, but we are cruising! No treasure chest for this one because it's limited, but the prizes are pretty decent for winning. You get... What do you get for winning? I'm not sure. I know I finished second yesterday, and I got basically twice my entry fee. I got enough for 2 drafts, essentially. This sounds pretty reasonable. We got our implement to trigger our Vengeful Rebel. Man, Vengeful Rebel seems worthy of building around. This or that magic to be or not to be. Ooh, that's a fun one. Should I be placing my order for the Commander Clash playmat? Huge fan, but is there anywhere I can submit a deck idea for Commander Clash? Probably, I don't know his email off the top of my head. I should, but probably the easiest thing to do would be to email Tomer. You can also email me and I can forward it to him. I'm at saffronolive@mtgoldfish.com. But Tomer is the best one to get a hold of as far as that goes. We also do the... Alright, let's just... I kind of want to save that. Let's just swamp and play our flyer. We do the viewer submitted weeks. We'll probably be doing another one of those before long. But Tomer is the one that would probably be most likely to do it all the time. Sell the packs for chess. We have a Gonti. We just have not drawn our Gonti in quite a while. Opponent going beatdowns. We are going to trade our flyer for this Sage, I think. It feels bad, but I think it's what we must do. And then I think we might have to just Daring Demolition this vehicle. I really don't want our opponent to draw 2. It's going to die anyway, though. Oh, we'll let him draw. Let's sack our implement. They discard, we draw. They're going to draw from this anyway. Discards a mountain. We play a swamp and just Vengeful Rebel, get rid of the Filigree Familiar. Alright, pass the turn. At some point, will you and Quarter coordinate your decks to work together? At this point, it seems kind of necessary. That's a good idea. We do, like, send the list back and forth and talk about it a little bit before, but we could probably do more than that. No creatures for our opponent. Well, I think that means we just get rid of that vehicle. If our opponent has no action, getting rid of that's gotta be the smartest thing to do. Alright, there's an Aether Chaser. Well, let's just play our Harrier. Wouldn't mind another Revolt Enabler. That would also be pretty good. It's just gonna die. Implement of Ferocity. Puts a counter on the Aether Chaser. Come on, Conviction! Have I ever done a Twitch live brew? Farming choices from chat? Not really. That is a very good idea. We should... We've never done that exactly, I don't think. But we probably should do something similar. Or that exact thing. Play a swap, best of turn. I really don't want to run our Revolt cards out there yet. They get so much better if we trigger Revolt. How was Vacation? Vacation was good. Oh no, that's the Tusker. That's kind of scary. We do not have a way to kill that. Opponent goes attacking. Alright, we'll take the hit for now. We really just want a Conviction or something to trigger this Rebel. Our Blink thing, Acrobatic Maneuvers. Oh, that works-ish. Alright, so let's attack with our Poisoner. Make a 1/1. See what our opponent does. Oh, just takes it? Alright, takes 1. Then bounce our Poisoner. Play another Vengeful Rebel. Get rid of the Aether Chaser. And we're going to play the Renegade. Get a 1-1 out of the deal. Pass the turn. Whew. I'm watching this on my TV in my living room. Kids are fighting. Can you say, Quinn, stop hitting your brother? Well, Quinn, stop hitting your brother. Sure, you can call it whatever you want. I call it Free Win Red, but you are more than welcome to name it whatever you like. Dawn Feather Eagle, good draw. Now we get to get in a huge attack. Down to 8 is our opponent. Play the Poisoner, and things are looking up. I think we might have it. Whoo! What's up, Sethro Jenkins? Oh, man. Yeah, I actually moved at one point. My internet was so bad. Oh, I'm sorry, J Sweet. I tried. I think we got this. On to the finals! Oh, there's our horrible, cruel finality. Well, let's just attack with our flyers. No reason to get greedy. And now we have 2 lethal threats for next turn. Might as well rub it in with the killing. Cruel Finality finally did something. Land to the bottom. Yeah, that was the main reason I moved at one point. Was my internet was unbelievably bad. I don't know if I ever told this story when oh, see ya, awesome dude. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your homework. Have a good weekend. We'll be back Tuesday. And then, if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, Thursday, early stream in the afternoon, Frontier with Mrs. Mulligan. So don't miss that. Or if you can't be here for the live stream, at least check out the replay on the MTG Goldfish replay YouTube. Yeah, so when I first started doing videos for Goldfish, my internet was so bad that this was my... Oh, hang on a second. Hey, we have a Ganti. Alright, my internet was so bad that I would record the videos at my house and edit them and all that stuff, and then would have to go once or twice a week to a friend's house that lived like 20 minutes away and actually had good internet, and upload all of the videos at their house. That's how bad my internet was. We're doing good, Scorch Kid. We are in the finals of our draft at the moment. What's up, Paranorma Activa? How goes it tonight? Silk Weaver Elite. So even if things go bad here, it's not that bad. We'll just run Fairgrounds Warden out there. Get rid of the Silk Weaver. And pass turn. This deck has been better than I thought. Against odds, Blaze Commando. Ooh, that's a sweet one. Yeah, drawing the swamp was helpful, because that means it's Ganti time. Ganti, the Lord of Luxury. And we have double removal spells. What's our opponent have? Oh, we should probably just take Invasion. When an artifact enters the battlefield, pay 1. Yeah, we'll just take Alley Invasion. Evasion. I think I've been saying that wrong the whole time. Because that lets us bounce our Ganti and try it again to get something better. Blaze Commando is pretty sweet. How did I start working at Goldfish? So, hey, what's up, Rogue Love? How goes it tonight? So, Richard, when Goldfish started off, we don't really have that many artifacts, though. When Goldfish started off, it was all just prices and stuff. There was no content. Renegade Rallier for our opponent. So there was no content, and Richard decided that it would be a good idea to add content to the site. And I had been writing... Well, let's not attack with that. I had been writing random articles on Reddit, like set EVs and stuff like that. And Richard had seen the articles on there and sent me a message, actually, and asked if I wanted to try writing for Goldfish. And I said yes, and it was awesome. But that is how we initially connected, was through me writing articles on Reddit. Now let's get rid of that thing. Could get bad in the late game. And it's hard to get value out of Cruel Finality, as we've learned. Are they really going to save it? Yup. Okay. Sure. If that's your plan. The way I say Richard makes you think of Tommy Boy. So Richard tonight is out in Joshua Tree. Hopefully he brought water with him. If not, we might never hear from him again. Out in the middle of the desert. Another plains. We'll play the plains. Attack with the crew. Make a 1/1. Man, this deck has actually been pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with how this worked. Yeah, our opponent, that was one of the worst heroic interventions that could imagine. We still have a removal spell in hand. We still got this alley evasion left in our exile zone. What's my favorite split card? It's got to be Bet Call, I think. Bet Call is pretty awesome. Ooh, God. Really? Well, I was not playing around that. Well, let's bounce our Gonti. That's a blowout. Cataclysmic. So now we know why our opponent wasn't playing things. Is there sound issues? Well, let's keep Fairgrounds Warden and Servo, I guess. We got Mythic. And our opponent can bounce it? Well, we gotta kill that. So, kill the Cataclysmic. Go attacking. Opponent blocks. Play Implement of Malice. Do we just want to crack it now? Probably not. We have all those Revolt things in our deck. Should have bounced Fairgrounds and kept Gonti. You are correct. I should have done it that way. Good call. Hopefully we don't lose because of that. Yeah, we're doing Limited tonight because Limited just released on Magic Online. But starting next week, expect sweet constructed decks. Like the SRAM deck in Modern. I can't wait to play that one. So starting next week, we'll be hitting up Aether Revolt and Constructed pretty hard. I've been working on Budget Magic today. I am so excited for that deck. It's going to be super awesome. How many subs do I have? On Twitch, I actually don't know. On YouTube, we're at like 62,000. The goal is to get to 100,000 at some point. Hopefully in the not too distant future. Alright, let's do this. Make our opponent discard. Finally get rid of this thing. Which has been pretty annoying. Vengeful Rebel. Kill that thing. Really? Oh my god! Our opponents use multiple spells to keep that thing alive. Oh. We just can't get around that. Well, we have Gonti, Blink Gonti again, which is sweet for next turn. Really want to make a Maelstrom Wanderer Yidris deck because of the expertises. That does sound sweet. Yeah, I think the Pure Steel Paladin Storm deck is actually pretty solid. Okay. Is our opponent servoing or pumping this thing up? Alright, goes with the servos. Makes sense. Well, come on, Gonti. Give us something good. Ooh, combo. We are comboing like crazy. Gonti. Target our opponent. Man, we get so many Gontis. Gonti is so sweet. Hidden stockpile, beating your end step. If a permanent left the battlefield, get a 1/1, sack a creature, scry 1. Oh, that actually seems really good in our deck. So let's do some attacking. Well, I don't know if we want to lose Vengeful Rebel. Yeah, that's fine. We'll attack with both. And then we can hidden stockpile. Opponent blocks. And blocks. And blocks. Yep, stuff dies. We'll play the hidden stockpile. So our opponent can do some combos, I guess, with this. They're just super slow combos. If you, that was a song by Weisiger. I don't remember the name of it exactly, though. Yeah, Hidden Stockpile, that's a card I wish we had in our deck. Hidden Stockpile would have been awesome just to have all the time. Man, our opponent is all in on this bounce thing. That's pretty good. Well, let's attack with Gonti, see what our opponent does. We can always blink it or save it. I mean, yeah, I'm expecting our opponent to block, bounce. Yep, picks it up. Then we will sack a token to scry. Swamp to the bottom. Play the Renegade. Pass the turn. Yeah, I guess I could have done it at the upkeep too. How many hours per day do I play Magic Online? Actually, probably less than you would expect. I play a decent amount, but it takes actually just as long to edit the videos and write the articles. Actually longer, I think, when you consider writing the articles and everything. So it actually takes longer to do all that non-playing stuff than it does to actually play the matches. Yeah, Gonti has been awesome. We have so many Gonti tricks in this deck. It's super sweet. I'm tempted just to fire this off. I mean, I'm sure it's a bad idea, but I'm tempted to. Should have bounced Gonti and taken the creature they just bounced. Gonti goes off the top of their deck, though, so we can't actually get the creature from their hand, unfortunately. They're going to replay it. Yep, there's the Cultivator again. Fabricates, makes some stuff. Found a list for Paradox Engine and Standard and upgraded it, budget $89, like Artifact Storm that kills with Burn from Within. What's my opinion? Sounds interesting. I've been working on Paradox Engine for Budget Magic. That has some sweet stuff going on in it. I like the idea. Burn from Within's pretty sweet in it. That's a good finisher. I like it. Another planes. Mono planes. Deck. Well, let's attack with Gonti. Opponent takes it down to 11. Sack a creature. Man, well, we're getting our lands out of the way. Play a planes, pass the turn. Is Tuesday Mechanized Day? So, Mechanized will most likely be for against the odds before we do anything else with it. Tuesday will be constructed for Aether Revolt Day, though, or the start of it. If I was playing a Modern GP this weekend, what deck would I play? I would probably play the Cheerios deck, honestly. I know it's untested right now, but the early results from it are pretty insane. What's up, Lance? My Commander playgroup has banned Paradox Engine as a build-around, too much solitary, we wasted... Yeah, that makes sense. I can definitely see that. It is... I could imagine it being banned, period. What's our opponent getting back with this Rallier? Implement of Improvement. Our opponent's deck is pretty obnoxious. Cracks it. Draws a card, gains some life. What's our opponent doing? No attacks. Well, let's blink our Gonti. We need to find some action. Oh, and more lands. Ooh. But that's a Tusker. Wow! We gotta have every single land at the top of our deck. That's kind of insane. But we got this thing, which is good. Pumps up the Dorks. Our opponent does have some good cards in their deck. Play a Plains. Do some attacking. Todd Stevens is streaming the Cheerios deck. Does it look sweet? Really like the Mystical Teachings decks played. Do you think they can become more viable now that Esper has access to Fatal Push and maybe even Torrential Gearhulk? I think so, yeah. I think it can get even better. Yes, we do not want to ally invasion the Tusker, because that'll give it back to our opponent. Alright, opponent goes on the big block. Oh, I think we're going to keep scrying, even though it makes our creatures smaller. I think it's worth it. We really want to find our good cards. We need to find action. Alright, Vengeful Rebel's good. That kills something. Hopefully our opponent's super annoying... Yeah, this card has been very good from our opponent's deck, but do you think because of Fatal Push, Jun might stop playing Bolt? That I doubt. Man, our opponent really does have a lot of synergies for this thing. What are they returning? Cataclysmic Gearhulk, of course. Oh dear. Never ending. Blaze a land. These things have been so annoying. Alright, play the land. Do some attacking. See what our opponent does. Blocks. Blocks. Well, we finally killed one of those things. This almost certainly means our opponent's planning on... Oh, you get to put the planes to the bottom. Almost certainly means Gearhulk is coming. We do have more removal spells in our deck if we find them. And we get to do some more scrying. So we're going to have all the lands at the bottom of our deck. Yeah, our opponent's deck is sweet. These cards look so bad, but they've actually been really good. I mean, it helps that you have Cataclysmic Gearhulk to reset the game. If it wasn't for that, I think our opponent would have been dead by now. What's the point of the new Lightning Bolt if the old one is better? So it's not that... Well, the old one is somewhat better, but they're also in different colors is kind of the big deal. It gives decks that don't have access to Lightning Bolt a super good removal spell, and some decks will play it in addition to Lightning Bolt. There are some things that it does much better than Lightning Bolt. The advantage of Bolt, though, is it gets to go to the face, which can be pretty relevant. Yeah, I've heard some crazy results from the Cheerios deck. The early results on that deck are pretty insane. There's the Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Okay. So let's sack this thing. Wow! We gotta have all of our planes to the bottom of our deck. We have a new subscriber, D-Slap, 2 months in a row. Dangers on the horizon. You must heed my warning. Discard 2 non-land cards with the same name. Draw 4 cards. Well, thank you for the subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Do we even want Servo Exhibition? Yeah, I think we'll keep it. Keep Servo Exhibition. Bounce Gonti. Well, it's probably better to bounce Fairgrounds Warden. You're right. Bounce Fairgrounds Warden. I just like Gonti triggers more than playing correctly, I think. Yeah, Scoops is the name of the goldfish. Opponent keep. Wow, they finally are giving up on that annoying. Oh man, I'm so glad to see that thing go. We get to keep both, so that actually wasn't that bad. Oh, and the hidden stockpile. So that wasn't too devastating. I'm a little nervous about Fairgrounds Warden on the Cataclysmic Gearhulk, but our opponent is going to mill out before us. Do I think the new Tezzeret, Herald of Anguish, Tezzeret's Touch, Improvise, Mana Leak, blah, 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 could be a standard deck? I think it could. I think there's a chance. We'll know a lot more once the Pro Tour comes around. We'll have a lot better sense of what the format's really going to look like. Oh my god. This might be the most annoying thing I've ever played against. Our opponent's deck is so sweet. It looks so bad, but it is super sweet. I am not surprised our opponent is 2-0. Good god, their deck has so many good cards. This Gearhulk especially is killing us. Gets back the Tusker, of course. And passes. We have a new subscriber. We always love you, Seth. 595902413. Well, thank you. I love you too. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. 4 months in a row. Definitely appreciate the support. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Can you place a link to a video you made on YouTube? Well, what's the video about? This is the finals. Alright, Servo Exhibition, number 1. Sack a Servo, number 2. Alright, there's an eagle. That's not bad. Alright, let's attack with Gonti. See what our opponent does. Takes it. Then Vengeful Rebel. Kill Restoration Gearsmith. I'm so nervous to hit this Cataclysmic. Oh, that's probably bad. Let's just pass. Get a servo. I'm really nervous to do that because then if they kill our Fairgrounds Warden, our opponent gets another Gearhulk trigger, which seems bad for us. Yeah, Hidden Stockpile is awesome. I wish it was in our deck. There's the Cultivator of Blades that our opponent still has. Oh my goodness. This is so ridiculous. And now here's the thing that pumps everything up. Yup. Yeah, this bouncing has been ridiculous. So good. Well, there's our eagle. Okay, well, let's start with a scry, sacking a servo. We do have more removal spells. I'm going to put this to the bottom for, well, a flyer could be helpful. Let's keep it. Play Dawn Feather Eagle. Pump up our dorks. Can we even attack? I guess we attack with Gonti. Well, we can exile the Gear Hulk and force our opponent to get it back. I don't know if that's worth it yet. Maybe? Let's see what our opponent does here. I am not going to San Jose. That's a long ways across the country from me. Alright, now we'll Fairgrounds Warden. Hit the Gear Hulk. And then we'll just pass the turn. Now this way, if something goes horribly wrong, we can always sack the Fairgrounds Warden. And we're actually pretty close to just winning. What do you got, opponent? What do you have? Yeah, the Cheerios deck looks super, super sweet. Yeah, I didn't want the Gear Hulk trigger, but now I think we're to the point where we might want to use... Well, by putting the Gear Hulk under the Fairgrounds Warden, since we have this hidden stockpile, it's almost like we can cast a Gear Hulk whenever we want to. Because we can always just sack our Fairgrounds Warden. So we sort of have the ability to cast our own Cataclysmic Gear Hulk if we need to. And make our opponent sacrifice a bunch of stuff. I mean, we will too. But we're getting close to the point where that won't even matter. If they make Gear Hulk trigger again, save the flyer, a servo, an enchantment, you have them so low, it's a bad play on their end. Yeah, it's pretty much... we're pretty close to killing our opponent in the air. Emmerk, 2015, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. So, the cards are up on Magic Online, but you can't always find the prices. They're not all up on the Goldfish site yet. So, you can find them at, like, GoatBots or something. Hopefully they will be on Goldfish soon. Richard, though, is in the middle of the desert, so if it's not something that updates automatically, it might be a couple days, just because he is in the desert as we speak. So he's not in communication with anything. What's our opponent doing here? Is this the big attack? Yup. How do we block here? Oh, no, he went to Joshua Tree to camping for a few days. So, So that's where he is. It's intentional. He's doing it for fun. I think he'll be back this weekend. Alright, so let's make sure we stay alive. That's most important. That is a lot of big stuff. So block there. Block there. Block there. Block there. And take 4? I think that's fine. We kind of want to keep this servo, though. And I guess it doesn't matter. Block there. Is this what we want? Yeah, I guess it's fine. What's my thoughts on Wandering Fumarole Crackdown Construct Infinite combo? It's pretty sweet. Jeez. Really? That's the card that you had in your hand? That's something. Oh my goodness. Man, that was a blowout. That was a blowout. PCM Squirrel, thank you for subscribing. Says, thank you for making great content. Well, welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber. Alright, we get a 1-1. Pass the turn. Opponent goes to combat. We block. Sack the token. Get a scry. Still finding land somehow. Conviction does not do it here. To the bottom. Down to 9. Come on, not a land. Alright, Defiant Savager is a creature. Play it. Get in for 2. Wow. Wow! Alright. Jeez, what a top deck! Oh my lord. What a draw. What a draw. I mean, our opponent's empty-handed. They gotta have a million lands left in their deck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is there 1 in their graveyard? 11? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They should have like 60, 70%. Oh my goodness! You gotta be kidding me! This is unbelievable! Oh! Wow! This is really crazy. Really, really crazy. Another land for us. We can't have any lands left. Wow. Alright. Well, that was fun. Not only top deck, but double top decked. Psychotorque, welcome to the Fishbowl, and thank you for your subscription. Big Scoops cheer for our new subscriber, resubscriber. I know we scried all our lands to the bottom. Yup. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's kind of against the odds. That was monstrous something. What is that card? Alright. Huh. Well, we're ahead on time, which is good. And I kind of feel like things went really well for our opponent. They have, I mean, Gearhulk is very good. But I kind of feel like things went above average for them. And a little below average for us. So I feel like our deck is in this. I don't know if we really change anything. Is this even worth it though? What do we even get back with it? Beers SC. Maybe it was better to keep Conviction and trigger Stockpile, I guess. I mean, I don't think we can... I don't know. Thinking about the random removal spell our opponent top decked, I don't think that we can really play around that. I think our opponent just kind of ran pretty well. They drew like enough lands that they could do everything, but the bottom of their deck had to be almost all lands. They had 9 cards left and probably 6 were lands, so it just kind of worked out that their deck naturally stacked in a positive way for them, which happens sometimes. Alright, we get to play first, and this is, I guess, a hand. How is Safi, Eriksdotter, and Renegade Railier combo work? So it's pretty straightforward. You just have to have a sack outlet. What? Did that just pass? What is going on? Apparently I clicked the wrong button and passed our turn, which isn't ideal, obviously. Nothing to keep Conviction to play around random removal spells, saying to keep it on top, guaranteed stockpile trigger. Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe it's worth keeping around for that reason. That makes sense. We'll put the plains to the bottom, so that's one land we won't be drawing at least. So you just target the Railier with the Safi, then you gotta sack the Railier with a Viscera Seer or something. Then when it dies, you get it back, which gets back the Safi, which targets Renegade Railier, which you sack, so you can just kind of just loop that way. Well, play the Poisoner, pass the turn. We are ahead on time, which could be relevant, the way that first game went. Now there's a Swamp. Let's get in with Poisoner. Make a 1/1. Well, there goes the impeccable timing. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know what I hit there. What do I think of the new standard rewards program? Seems like a reasonable idea. Skyweaver Elite for our opponent. Come on, good draw. Well, alright. That's reasonable. Play the Harrier, play the Plains, and pass turn. Now that we know about the Gearhulk, it should be a little less impactful. So the Wandering Fumarole combo, I think it's like against the odds worthy, but the problem is we have the Saheeli Rai combo, which just seems more reliable and more powerful. Alright, there's Cultivator of Blades. Makes some 1/1s. Well, let's go attacking. See what our opponent does. Takes it. And let's just demolish Cultivator. Pass the turn. Is the red implement better than the red spell bomb and eggs? I'd have to think about that. There's the Tusker. Oh dear. Opponent gets in for 7. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Demolish the Tusker. Fairgrounds Warden. Get rid of the 3/3 and keep attacking. Pestered. Opponent goes attacking. Well, we're gonna block. If they got a trick, they got a trick. Down to 11. There's the Gear Hulk, of course. Jeez. Well, our opponent's just drawing incredibly well this match, so sometimes you get stuck on the wrong end of variance. What can you really do? I mean, Cultivator, Ridge Scale, and Cataclysmic Gear Hulk with exactly 5 lands is... I mean, that's just as good as it gets for our opponent's deck. That's all their best cards, and apparently in such a manner where they're not flooding out at all, so... Do I think Copycat Combo is best as a control style deck or an enter the battlefield value deck? I don't think we know yet. And there's a trick. Yep, alright. Yeah, if there's a problem with the video, it will hopefully be fixed soon. Not tonight, but soon. Alright, good game. Huh. Well, that was... I mean, our opponent's deck was good. They also ran very good. So, ended up 2nd place in our league. Mr. Mortes, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big scoops here for our new subscriber. Planning on doing update for Budget Magic soon? Yes, that article will be coming out on Sunday. Alright, Alright, we'll try one more real quick. Make it a quick one. No, we haven't pulled anything good. No, we'll try to do one more. It's single elimination, so if we lose early, we lose early, but we'll try one more on the way out. Do you want Momir? Is Momir better instead? Well, what do you all want? Would you rather... We can close out with Momir, but if we're going to do another draft, I'm going to jump back into it, so we're not going until midnight. You should be able to link it, Fold. Alright, it looks like draft is the winner. So no Momir tonight. We'll Momir next time, but we'll do one more draft tonight. It's a set release. We gotta draft while we have the opportunity. So one more Aether Revolt draft. We're doing single elimination, so hopefully we get first. We'll see. We need one more player to join the queue. Oh man, that was a brutal beating. Let's open something good for once. Not a planner bridge. Glint Sleeve Siphoner is our rare. Well, I kind of want to try to be the artifact deck. I think in this pack, Siphoner's okay. I don't really think Siphoner is is that good. It's fine. Shock is reasonable as a removal spell, although as we saw, there's a lot of 3 toughness stuff, which makes it a little less good. The card I most want to take here is Reverse Engineer. I think Reverse Engineer is actually a really absurd card. And I think that the Artifact archetype in Improvised deck is actually really good. Oh, the turret. The turret will come back around. So I'm taking Reverse Engineer. I think that's the best. I think that's the most powerful card in the pack. I don't know if Siphoner is that good. I really don't think Siphoner is that good. We don't have a Constrictor, though. I mean, if we had a Constrictor, that would change the card evaluations. We're immediately rewarded with a pack of nothing, where we might be taking a black card anyway. Red is actually kind of the color I want to be in. Blue-red, probably. Blue-black is good as well, or Grixis. I might just take Vengeful Rebel. Probably better than Aether Chaser. Yeah, we'll take the Rebel. Alright, there's a good payoff card for being the improvised deck. Winkin Raiders, 4/3 flyer. Pretty solid. This will probably come back. Servo Schematic. It's not great, but it's reasonable. Cogwork Assembler. We do want to pick up early game artifacts, but we can pick up like Puzzle Knots and stuff in pack 3. Ooh, that's a Felidar Guardian. We might just have to take Felidar Guardian. How much is Felidar Guardian worth these days? Is it still valuable? I'm gonna check. It was like 5 ticks. It's probably dropped quite a bit. Guardian, 2 ticks. So I guess we don't have to take it. It's still reasonable, but I guess when we take this, Implement is pretty bad. It can just take Weldfast. Weldfast might be right. Yeah, let's take Weldfast. There's a Siege modification. Actually, there's Blue Implement, though. Blue Implement's decent. Kind of the colorless, expensive Divination. Siege modification's kind of limited. Let's take the Implement. Ooh, Secret Salvage is sweet, but not really for our deck. Excuse me. I think the 4/4 guy will come back around. Ooh, Caught in the Bright Lights is actually pretty good. Can just take Leave in the Dust. I guess we could still be white. We're not married to any of these other colors. Could just take Caught in the Bright Lights. Not a great improvised color, though. Reservoir Walker is not fine. Yeah, we'll take the Bright Lights for now. Hidden Stockpile, eh. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. I guess we can take this Moray. That does seem like it blocks everything and kills a lot of things. Alright, we'll take Shipwreck Moray. That's fine. Another Foundry Assembler. And we'll just take Metallic Rebuke. Well, there's a turret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could try the janky turret deck. Alright, okay. We'll have at least 2 turrets. This is not a good plan, and we should not be doing it, but we can try it. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Let's take Decommission for the sideboard. Turret's awful, but if you have enough turrets, watch out opponents. Are we going to see a revised... Alright, there's Solvent. Man, so many of these going around. But we'll take Solvent here. Where's our second turret? If we just get a whole bunch of... We can get like the Camel, the Shipwreck Moray. Just put up the defense. Really? It didn't come back around? No way. I guess we'll take this Tactician. What are the odds? I thought for sure that turret would table because it's horrible. I still think if you have a whole deck full of them, it could be good. There's a Camel in Kaladesh, the Tasseled something. Tasseled, I don't remember the name of it. Was that the same turret? All right. Well, this deck is only looking moderate so far, but at least we have Reverse Engineer. I will admit, after a pack, I guess it might have been better if we took the Bob. Like, we might have a better deck right now, but I still have a lot of hope for this deck because we have another Morag. And Blue-Red Energy is a pretty good archetype. Spire of Industry. Well, there's one of the payoff cards, or one of the better cards for being this deck. Maverick Thopterist. We're not really in black, we're not really in white. Blue-red is kind of the best color to be anyway. Crackdown Construct, not that great. There's another Moray that'll probably come back. Can just take this Maverick Thopterist, I guess. I don't know if we're going to be black. I think Thopterist is the best card. There's a couple alright black cards. Reasonable, I guess. So-so. Let's take Thopterist. Haha! Release the Gremlins! Actually, Untethered Express is clearly the correct pick. This is pretty bomby for being an uncommon. So, yeah, we will take Untethered Express. Nothing else. We don't really want Release the Gremlins. Mobile Garrison, not super exciting. Decommission, we already got one in our sideboard. Some, so-so black cards. The Nam Nam Renegade. Let's take Untethered Express, though. Jeez, these Aetherborn are going around like crazy. Alright, alright, alright. You don't have to say I told you so. We would have had a pretty good black deck, because apparently no one's taking black cards. Probably just take another Weldfast. Aether Chaser's better. I guess we can take Aether Chaser, if we're going to be red. The turret should come back around. It's got to come back around. Who takes those? Nobody. It's gotta come back around. It's got to. Let's just take Aether Chaser for now. Ooh, there it is! Another Reverse Engineer. There's also Chandra's Revolution, but we're taking Reverse Engineer. We're drawing cards this time. We didn't draw enough cards last draft. I think that's why we lost the finals. If we had drawn more cards, we would have been favored. We're looking good. Look at all the cards we can draw. I'm not looking at black cards anymore because it just makes me feel bad to think about the black deck that could have been. I still don't really like... I still don't know if that Bad Bob is that good, but... Man, a lot of decent Revolt cards, too. Mobile Garrison... Untap another artifact or creature you control. Huh. I guess we can take this Reservoir Walkers. I do kind of want one of these. Yeah, we'll take Reservoir Walker. Oh man, here they come. We're doing it. We should take implement, but I'm just going to take the turret here. Turret number 2 achieved. White implement. Oh, Rogue Refiner, I want to cast you. It draws cards. It does draw cards. When it attacks, return an artifact you control to your hand. I kind of like the idea of that. We could get things that work well with it. It works well with implement. Yeah, let's take Scuttler. There's a Hinterland Drake is pretty good. Ooh, wow. All of our artifacts. Every one. Crackdown's Construct. Does this work with... Well, it works with our turret. Alright. I'm sold. It works with our turrets. We'll take this 1-drop artifact. Yes! Number 3! We got the triple turret. So we know what we're doing. We got it figured out. We're not that silly black deck with good cards. We, instead... Wow, Hidden Herbalist? We will probably play that in Constructed at some point. The new Burning Tree Emissary. Oh, we might actually play Implement. Alright, this deck looks sweet. We're probably going to lose round 1, but this deck looks sweet. Now we just want to take energy things. Energy. Things that make energy to pump up our turrets. This reminds me, oh, what was the card? Necrogen Sensor? Like, there was a really janky deck you could draft in Scars of Mirrodin block that had a 3-mana artifact. I think it had like 2 or 3 charge counters, and you tapped it and target player lost 2 life. And you could actually draft a bunch of those and build a janky deck around it. Oh, the payoff! We found it! The payoff for all of our reverse engineering. So we get in early damage with our turrets, and then we draw a bunch of cards with reverse engineer. Boom, discard them all, like 9 our opponent with Fateful Showdown. I think that'll work. I probably shouldn't pick Fateful Showdown first pick here. I should take Malfunction, which actually stops a creature. That probably is a smart play. Fateful Showdown will probably come back around, right? Can we risk it? It's got to come back. Who's going to take that other than me? No one's going to play that. I don't think. I got to be the only one. Let's take Malfunction. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, that's a Spire Bluff. Spire Bluff, I think, is actually worth money, and I can justify it because we are blue-red. Spire Bluff, 2 ticks? Nothing's worth money anymore. Okay. Well, he could still take it. Ceremonious Rejection. Random mill card. Aether Theorist. I guess we can take Aether Theorist is fine. Yeah, I took a lot of... Ooh, actually, there's a Reckless Fireweaver, too. That works well with our plan. Alright, let's Reckless. There's no way we can lose. This is so good. Oh, this deck. When it enters the battlefield, you get 1 energy. Aerial Responder is going to wreck us. Module, when a creature enters the battlefield, you get an energy, bounce a creature. That gets us more energy for our turrets. Slam Dunk. Also, our improvised cards are cheaper. We might need Select for inspection. Longfin Sky Whale can actually kill our opponent, but I don't know if that's our goal. I mean, it's definitely our goal in the long run. Huh. This might come back. We'll take the Longfin Sky Whale. Well, it was only like 3rd pick, and apparently White's super open this pack because no one's taking it for some reason. This makes 2 artifacts. That might be something to consider. I don't know if we'll play it, but we'll take it. Ooh, Aether Meltdown, energy, and Ooh, Nimble Inventor combo. Yeah, we probably just need Aether Meltdown. Oh, there's the camel. Foil camel. Tasseled dromedary. We'll take Aether Meltdown, though. When an artifact or artificer enters the battlefield under your control, you can pay 1 to get 2 energy. Yes! Oh, man, there's also Aether Torch Renegade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we can't take both. Oh. Aether Torch Renegade is probably better, but think of all the energy for our turrets with Era of Innovation. That's so much energy. And it draws cards. Yeah. We'll do that. We're going out round 1, but it's going to be awesome. We're going to go out in a blaze of glory in round 1. Trust me, it's going to work. I'm having so much fun with this. This is probably not good lessons in drafting if you want to go win your next F&M or whatever, but I'm super excited to play this deck. Yeah, once you go to a certain point, you just got to go all in. It's not like taking, oh, we took 1 good card at this point is gonna change anything. So we might as well keep going with the plan. And oh, can we splash this? Oh, we gotta try. We're not even really in red. Maybe we're just white? Or Jeskai? Oh, this works too, though. We could just take that. Yeah, let's just take the Tapper. That's probably actually better than that. And we don't have to go on another color. Maybe we splash white for the Gabble. We might. Alright, this is looking awesome. Turret.deck looks so sweet. If you lose, can you play against someone with it in free form as long as they have an Aether Revolt deck? That's a good question. I'm actually not 100% sure. I think you can. Return a permanent you control. Is there any value in that? I guess it could get us more energy by bouncing one of our energy creatures. This is probably better. Well, we'll take Disappearagak combo. Cathartic Reunion could come in handy. Alright, we got to start cutting things that don't work with our plan. First off, the white cards. I don't think we're playing white. So we want things that are artifacts or that make energy. Those are our main goals. Draw a card? It does say draw a card. Another camel for this. Yes! Oh, man! Oh! Now I kind of want to go white for triple camels. I mentioned that in pack 1 that we could just get triple camels. This deck. How are they going to win? We didn't get the Fateful Showdown, unfortunately, but we got trip camels. So we just put up the defense. Oh, this is so good. We just put up the defense and then turret our opponent to death. I like this. I like this a lot. So I think maybe we're not playing the red cards. We have this Cogworker's Puzzle Knot that's better in white anyway. We want artifacts to trigger our era of innovation. Might be the first time anyone's ever said that. We probably can't play 2 counters. We'll get rid of that one for now. Keep that, keep that, keep that. Sky Whale is on the fence. Thopterist is so good too. That's just a really good card. Savage Scuttler. What does that do for us? Not enough. So what else do we cut? Oh man, this is gonna be so good. Camel.deck. Camel turrets. Oh yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah, Caught in the Bright Light should be in there, you're right. That's probably the best card in our entire deck. If our camels aren't big enough, we can bring in Conviction. Boom. It's a 1/7. Good luck getting past that. Anything in the format. Not happening. Oh man. So over under on number of games we can win. Can we win a game? Is it possible? Construct actually kind of does things because when we activate our turret, it gets bigger. It's a combo. It's a combo with turret. So I don't think we can cut it because it works with our theme. We probably got to cut a good non-theme card first, like a Metallic Rebuke. I guess it has Improvise, which kind of works. Now what? I just love stuff like this so much that even if I lose, you're right, Jay Zoller. I feel like I already won. We can go 0-2 bust, and I'm having so much fun that's still winning. That's what Magic's about, right? Oh, yes. Oh, don't worry about me. I'm fine, McFapkins. Alright, Hinterland Drake can go. Oh man, I want to see the look on our opponent's face when we cast this stuff. I guess we gotta cut that bad 1-drop now that we got good 1-drops. Yes, yes, yes. 2 more cuts. What else do we cut? This is kind of aggressive for our deck, but Welder. We kind of want some amount of artifacts for our Era of Innovation, though. And it's just a 2-drop, and we don't really... Well, I guess we got lots of 1-drops. Sentry, Malfunction... We have so many 0-power creatures. I don't know what to cut. Maybe cut the Solvent for now. That's pretty slow. And... one more. What's our last cut? Man, Untethered Express is so good. But we can't crew it with our with our camels. So I guess we gotta cut it. Oh, we just got Untethered Express for the camels. Alright. 11-6, that sounds reasonable. We gotta have white on turn 1 for our camels. Or else everything falls apart. And we can't have that happen. All right, let me see if I can pull up this overlay real quick. Oh wow! All right, come on, deck. You can do it. We're taking this down. We're taking this down. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got so much card draw that I think it's fine to play slightly more lands just to make sure we hit it. Oh, I did the overlay wrong again. All right. Hang on. Almost got it. One second. Hang on, hang on. Gotta add this overlay. We can't go without the overlay. That's important. Alright, got the overlay. Sweet. Alright, let's see if we can win with this deck. Two camels and 6 lads. I think we got a mulligan. That's better. We can't get away from the camels, though. But we got decoction modules, so they make energy. We're going to put this one to the bottom, though. So, island and implement. Oh, we can't even sack that, can we? Planes and the module. Ship the turd. Mountain for our opponent. We got our foil camel too. Our lucky foil camel. Voltaic brawler. No, that goes over the top of our camel. That's reverse engineer though. Well, let's do that. See, I told you this card was good. Our decoction module is paying off already. Pass the turn. This brawler is going to be an issue, though. Druid of the Cowl. Opponent gets in. I guess we can just start bouncing this Reservoir Walker eventually. I would like to deal with this brawler. Hey, there it is! Oh, yes. So, let's start by playing our turret. Oh, it's 3 mana? That's way more expensive than I realized. Alright, play our turret. Got him! We got him! Camel! Camel and turret! We got him! Combo. Pass the turn. Opponent. Well, we're gonna block the Druid of the Cowl. If they want to use a pump spell to kill our camel, then fair enough. Apparently they do. Okay. Camel dead. Well, let's get an energy. Plane's not exciting. Well, play Reservoir Walker. Gain some life, get some energy. Module triggers. And pass the turn. So we can already shoot our opponent twice? That's pretty good. Oh dear. Our opponent with their real cards. That's way bigger than our camel. No attacks? Let's draw a removal spell. That would be good. Or a camel. Cogworkers Puzzle Knot. We need more card draw. We haven't got enough card draw, unfortunately. Scoops is a camel on a turret playmat. I like that idea. Yeah, we did make our opponent use a pump spell to kill our camel. They gain 5 life, so that's a lot more turret activations. Many, many more. That's true, it's pretty close. Basically like a 1-mana Gear Hulk, I think. Alright, let's block there. Bounce our walker. Haha! This is Lost Sundayers, I believe, this song. Double strike, energy. Oh dear. Okay. We got to start shooting our opponent here. So down to 23. Island. Ooh, that's not good. Play a camel. Get an energy. Play a walker. Pass turn. Well, we have 10 energy, but we haven't... Oh, really? Oh, that's like the ultimate trump to our camels. Well, I'm very disappointed with how that went. Our deck was clearly way better than our opponents, but I guess we just got unlucky. Okay. Sideboarding. Yeah, the red implement didn't work out very good. We could bring in the black automaton, automotion, solvent, untethered express. Maybe Fireweaver? We probably do want a counter or two. Unfortunately, this seems like a bad matchup for our deck because they have a lot of things that are bigger than camels, which is disappointing. Alright, let's try it like that. Well, our camels can't crew Untethered Express. Oh, we're also cursed with our draws because we've had to mulligan each game, and our deck doesn't really need that disadvantage. Well, keep an island. Island go. We could get to our Moray, Forest for our opponent, and implement. Well, Plains and Era of Innovation. Pass the turn. That's a Moray. Man, our opponent just good card after good card. Plains, go. This hand's a little better, I think, than our last one. Voltaic Brawler. Kind of big. And just sacks it. Puts a counter on it. We need a way to deal with that Brawler. Now let's play a Moray. Hope our opponent doesn't have a pump spell. There's their land. I love having fun too. Oh, sorry, I was distracted by her camels. Yeah, we don't need mountains. I don't know if we should block here. I got a feeling it's going to end badly, but we can't really keep taking damage. Yes. Yes, we probably should have added a mountain or two. We'll take it. Against my better judgment. That's a safer play. We can always play a camel to soak up the damage. The double strike thing? Man. Ooh, Aether Meltdown. Well, let's play that. And pass the turn. And then we probably just sack this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could sack that if we had to. This is game 2. Opponent goes on the beatdowns. Well, let's block that with the Moray. And then Aether Meltdown. again, the Stomper, it just keeps coming. Oh, do we have to sack this and use all of our energy? Probably. Yeah, okay. Well, there's a turret now that we don't have any energy. Well, Camel. Yeah, things are not looking up right now. We do have multiple camels, though. And Crackdown Construct. Pass the turn. Our opponent's out of energy, which is something in our favor. Ah! Oh, that was much less fun than I hoped. I'm a little mad at our opponent. I think they're cheating. Destructive tampering? Come on now. We play the camel deck, and they're playing destructive tampering. Oh, that's a game. Well, that worked about like all of you predicted. And that is to say, not very well. I will say, I really think that that was a bad matchup. That probably sounds silly, but our opponent's deck did manage to line up really well. If you looked at the decks we played through the first draft when we went to the finals, I think our deck would have lined up much better with most of those decks, but for some reason that deck just, it was based around playing really big green creatures and then making ground creatures not block. So that's like the absolute the absolute enemy of our deck. Yeah, I mean, the deck, obviously, it's not like it's going to have great matchups, but I think if normal matchups are bad, then that matchup was horrible. Like, I think it's a step worse than the normal badness of our matchups. If everyone's playing just, like, the 2-3 ground creatures and stuff, then it's actually, like, somewhat reasonable. But in a more realistic sense, like, we were messing around and having fun. If you're being more competitive and serious about it, I think that you'd start with them in your sideboard. I don't think they're a bad sideboard option for certain matchups, because there are a lot of like 2-3s and 3-3s and so forth. So in those matchups, it's actually really strong. But I wouldn't really start with the main deck. There might be like a really unique like blue-white flyers deck, maybe a very specific deck that it could be okay in the main deck, but that's probably about it. What's up, Karenist? So, Frontier, speaking of Frontier, I gotta remind everyone again, next Thursday, stream is gonna be earlier than normal, in the afternoon, starting at like, I think, noon-ish, because I'm gonna be streaming, Frontier with Mrs. Mulligan. So, she's gonna stream on her channel, I'm gonna stream on this channel. We're going to each have 3 decks, I think, and kind of do a Frontier Gauntlet. So if you're interested in checking out Frontier, I haven't played it. I have my thoughts and feelings about the format, but I haven't played it yet, so I'm giving it a fair shot. We're going to play it, see how it goes. So I'm going to bring some decks. I haven't built them yet, but hopefully have some sweet fun decks for Frontier. So that's going to be the stream next Thursday in the afternoon instead of the evening, because that lines up with Mrs. Mulligan's streaming schedule. So look forward to that if you can. If you're not around and you're working or in school, at least make sure to check it out. We're going to have videos of it. It'll be on the replay channel. Probably put some on the regular channel, cut some up and put them on the regular channel as well. So yeah. Am I going to do 34 Siege Rhinos again? Maybe at some point. Owling Mine in Modern. I think we did that, didn't we? Did we play Owling Mine? Maybe we didn't. I can't remember now. I don't remember if I tried and failed or if we did it for Much a Brew. But that would be fun. Eastern Time. Should be 1 o'clock Central Time, which I think is the same as... No, wait. Would that be 1 o'clock... 1 o'clock Central Time. Oh, maybe it would be 2 Eastern Time. So I think it's Eastern Time, actually. 2 o'clock Eastern Time, I believe. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Sorry if there was any video troubles. Like I said, going to get that figured out over the weekend, hopefully. So, hopefully by next week, things will be back to normal with the change to 1080 and the computer issues. So, that's the plan. In the meantime, make sure to check out the replay YouTube, where you can find all the old streams. And, of course, the normal YouTube, where you can... Yeah, so it would be 2 o'clock Eastern Time on next Thursday. The normal YouTube with Against the Odds and Budget Magic. Everything's coming out. Would I consider doing a Budget Magic Against the Odds Redux where I redo old decks? Possibly. I think it wouldn't be for a while, because right now I'm super excited about Aether Revolt. We're going to have, starting basically with Budget Magic on Monday, everything's going to be Aether Revolt, Budget Magic, Against the Odds, all stuff with the new cards. I'm really, really excited for that. So, and also the merch page, if you're looking for another way to support the channel, the stream, the site, all that stuff, check out the merch page, tokens and t-shirts and playmats and deck boxes and sign tokens. And anyway, thanks to all of you for hanging out. Thanks for all the subs. It was a fun stream. Our first draft, where we were actually being kind of serious, was pretty good. We went to the finals and lost to a pretty solid deck. And then our second one, it was fun. I'm glad we tried it. It didn't end up working, but I had a lot of fun doing it. It's fun putting together those synergies. So anyway, I think that's it for tonight, everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.